Hi, my name is Sophie, and I would like to introduce you all to Abdul El-Sayed and his campaign. As you all know, one of the many things that I am passionate about is healthcare, and now more than ever, we need people who actually give a fuck about healthcare and listening to doctors. And Abdul El-Sayed is a doctor, and he should be one of the next senators for Michigan. This is from his campaign website. Abdul literally wrote the book on Medicare for All, and there is no one more passionate about the cause of guaranteed healthcare for every single American because no one should have to choose between getting the care they need or going into debt in the richest, most powerful country in the world. Abdul believes in expanding Medicare to cover every single American from cradle to grave while sustaining this option for workers to keep supplemental private insurance their unions or employers may provide. This would make Medicare stronger, expanding the pool of young, healthy people paying into the system. As a nation, Americans hold more than $225 billion in medical debt. Abdul thinks it shouldn't exist, and he erased it for upwards of 300,000 Michiganders in Wayne County. In the meantime, Abdul categorically opposes the privatization of Medicare or the attempt to cut Medicaid. We need to expand guaranteed health insurance, not sell it off to corporations or cut it. And Abdul holds solemn the commitment we have made to our veterans and believes in expanding and improving the VA, not cutting it. Abdul opposes the hospital mergers and acquisitions that are leaving Americans with fewer healthcare choices and nurses, hospital workers, and doctors with less power at their workplace. We also need to expand public healthcare options by investing more in federally qualified health centers and public health clinics and hospitals. Finally, public health is critical to keeping us healthy and safe in our communities. Rather than gut critical institutions like the CDC, FDA, Health Resources, and several administration, Abdul believes in reforming them so they more efficiently and effectively meet the changing needs of our communities. And Abdul believes in vastly increasing support and funding for local and state health departments to meet the needs of their communities. This is just music to my ears. This is what he said about education. Education is the foundation of our future. We need more and more and better education, not less. As a proud graduate of public schools and a public university, Abdul understands the critical role of funding education from pre K and beyond. Abdul believes in universal pre K, public K through 12 education that is comprehensive, empowering, and tailored to kids' unique needs. Abdul protected children in Detroit from lead in their schools, and he believes that we need a massive investment in school infrastructure and community spaces that are so critical to the safety and security of children in the place we leave them most of the days, the most of the year. Rather than gutting the Department of Education, Abdul believes in investing in and empowering a version that focuses on educational opportunities for all. Abdul believes in working alongside our unions to fund and expand vocational apprenticeship training opportunities so that every American has a pathway to expand their skills. I couldn't agree more. The thing is, no one talks enough about the fact that our education infrastructure, not even our education system, but our infrastructure sucks. Most schools don't even have fucking good air conditioning or air conditioning at all. And let alone, especially in Michigan, they have fucking lead in the pipes still. Like, infrastructure and redoing the infrastructure regarding schools is so important. America's colleges and universities are among its most critical research institutions. They deserve more funding, not less, focused on high risk, high impact science that has the potential to change the world, but sadly, too few have access to them. That's why Abdul believes that every student deserves a debt free and tuition free pathway toward the skills they need to thrive, be that a two-way apprenticeship or a four-year college education. I have always been an advocate for free college, considering that the reason why colleges are so expensive is because of the privatization of colleges rather than the fact that college should be free and all of the fact that student debt just shouldn't exist. It's fucking stupid. I think it's really important to talk to you about what he said about foreign policy. Abdul believes that in an era where our schools are crumbling and our healthcare is unaffordable, we should be spending our tax dollars here at home. So Abdul opposes directly funding foreign militaries. After the devastation of World War II, our country led the international community to build international organizations that would protect countries from the disasters of war. We should lead in the world to protect democracy, prosperity, and peace. We protect our security at home and abroad by standing with our democratic allies and engaging in foreign policy that is centered on diplomacy, cooperation, and protecting human rights. When we act alongside our allies, as in supporting Ukraine against Russian invasion, was on the right side of justice. It's when we break the rules we work so hard to set up, as in Vietnam or Iraq, that we make critical, deadly mistakes. It's incredibly important to let everyone know that Abdul El-Sayed is against Israel. He is pro-Palestine through and through, and he will not be accepting any APAC money whatsoever. And election day is on November 3rd. If you are interested in voting for Abdul El Sayed, please go do that. It would be amazing to have a Democratic. I don't know if he actually says he's a Democratic Socialist, but let's be real, he is Democratic Socialist all written up in him. But the biggest thing is, he literally knows what the fuck he's talking about, and I think he would be an incredible senator. And we need his voice in the Senate now more than ever. If you are interested in volunteering for him or donating for him, please go to his website and donate or volunteer. And I can't wait to see him being elected as the next senator from Michigan.